Hi, I'm Kirsten McLaughlin, Public Affairs Manager at Cox Communications, and this is Community Connection. Today I have Lindsay Guerrero and Donna Baranco from the Teddy Bear Cancer Foundation. Welcome.
Thank you for having us here.
Thanks for being here today. Lindsay, let's start with you telling our viewers a little bit about Teddy Bear and its history.
Well, the organization's been around since 2002, and it was founded by Nikki Katz, who had identified a need for families that had children with cancer that live in the Tri-County area. And she really had seen that there is a gap in services that were provided, and so at that time worked to galvanize the community and a couple key individuals in the community to start Teddy Bear Cancer Foundation.
And what types of programs does Teddy Bear offer the community?
Well, the two core programs that we offer are our financial assistance program and our emotional support program. We have really seen through our experience working with families the enormous emotional toll and financial burden that families face when they're experiencing caring for a child that's sick. So with that being said, our financial assistance program, we offer funds to support families with their critical expenses, rent, mortgage, utilities. We offer hotel accommodations for families that have to stay an emergency hospital stay or have to travel extended distances for treatments. We also offer to pay expenses for neuropsychological testing, for tutoring when children either fall behind in their academic grade level or need a little extra assistance because they're spending so much time, unfortunately, out of school getting treatments and in the hospital. Additionally, in tragic cases, we offer funeral fund support to help to cover memorial expenses. And then as far as our emotional support program, cancer can be such an isolating roller coaster of an experience. We see that with adults, but even more so when there's a family caring for a child. So we've worked to develop not only counseling support for the entire family unit, but also social events so that families can meet others that are going through the same experience and really gain support through each other. So we have such a wide variety of services that help when the child's initially diagnosed, during treatment, and into recovery.
So can you each tell our viewers a little bit why you each got involved? Lindsay, you as executive director, and Donna, you as board chair.
Well, I started my involvement with Teddy Bear probably about 6 years ago, and I started as a volunteer. My background is in education and special education, and at the time Nikki was looking for someone who could come and help a lot of the children who were missing school and were falling behind. There was not enough support for those children while they were out because they were receiving pretty heavy duty medications. They were not able to attend school. So I joined as a volunteer. I was on the program committee, and I started heading up their education, our education, then it was theirs, now it's ours, education program. So I started off as a volunteer representing the families and what's best in the case of the child, and make sure that the family's rights were being, and the child's rights were being still taken care of through, while they were out of school. And then after that, I joined as a volunteer for one of the event committees for our Saks in the City fundraiser. And for a number of years I was doing that, and then I joined the board about 3.5 years ago.
Wow.
And became involved as the nominating chair and was chairing some of our fundraising events. And I became involved because I feel very fortunate to live in this area, and I know that there are others who sometimes need a helping hand. And one of the greatest things about what we do is we try and keep our families together so that the other children in the family aren't alienated, the parents aren't alienated. We provide our services free of charge, and so I work pretty hard so that we can keep that together.
And Lindsay, what about your involvement?
I've been involved in the nonprofit arena in both Santa Barbara County and Ventura County for quite some time now, and supporting families that need help, has, I'm very passionate about that. And when looking for an organization to work for, Teddy Bear Cancer Foundation does amazing work. They make a huge impact in the lives of the families that we serve. And it's an exciting organization to work for. We've experienced a lot of growth and, really looking toward the future of what's next for Teddy Bear. And I'm sure we'll be able to touch base a little bit more about that as
we can do that right now. Tell us what's next for Teddy Bear.
Well, one thing I should point out as we're getting is we serve 10,000 square miles, the Tri-County region. So, our service area is quite large, all the way from Southern Ventura County all the way up to San Luis Obispo. And, I give a lot of credit to our team in their work to be able to make all the different medical clinics aware of who we are, educate them so that they in turn can refer families to us. We really strive to make sure that all families are not only aware of us, but able to access us. So that's been one of the great accomplishments that we've been really working toward, and it's showing in our numbers of the families that we're serving. Until there's a cure for cancer, our numbers are continuing to grow, and we're continuing to work with more collaborative partners, more medical clinics, as far north as the Bay Area and as far south as Los Angeles, just to make sure that the families in the Tri-Counties that live here are getting the support that they need.
Yeah. That's great. So you mentioned that as one of your accomplishments. What are some of the other accomplishments of Teddy Bear that you're most proud of?
I think we should talk about the Gold Ribbon campaign. That was a huge accomplishment. You can touch base on it, but it was really delightful. I will say that we had set a goal and we surpassed our goal, which is really wonderful. We realize with the increase of families coming to us that we have to increase our educational outreach and our community outreach. And so, we have put on campaigns, and if you want to talk a little bit about the Gold Ribbon campaign, that was a very successful campaign.
And like Donna mentioned, not only are we there to be able to help support the families, but our organization also exists to bring about awareness about pediatric cancer and how it's a terrible disease. It's unfortunately the leading cause of death for youth under age 15. It really affects our community. We've provided services to 664 individuals last year alone, and we're on track to be exceeding that amount for this year. So we developed a year ago, back in 2013, we developed the Gold Ribbon campaign, and that was held in recognition of and in congruence with National Childhood Cancer Awareness, with the goal of, again, bringing about awareness about what does this disease mean? What does it mean for the families that are, every single day, every single night caring for their child that's ill? So through this giving campaign, we've generated a lot of awareness, in Ventura County and Santa Barbara County, San Luis Obispo. One of the fun things that we did as part of that campaign was we were able to get bus ads on the MTD buses here locally in Santa Barbara to be able to, share with everybody, our name, what our mission statement is, et cetera. So, we were very successful in our efforts this year. We intend to, again, repeat that campaign next year.
Our outreach has been unbelievable. And the significance of the gold behind the gold ribbon stands for childhood cancer. So just that in itself of having people say, I've heard about you, but I'm not really sure what you do, how can I help, has been an amazing plus for us, because we do rely a lot on volunteers. We have people who will go and read to the children who are in Cottage Hospital. And so we have all sorts of opportunities for people, to come and help. And so we're really a community-based organization that really relies on the assistance and the awareness of others of who we are.
So we started to touch on this, but what does the future hold for Teddy Bear?
Well, some of the steps that we've taken in recent years, as we now are, going on 14 years here of services to our families. We have developed a strategic plan that's going to take us through the next couple of years. We've worked really closely with community members and our board and families to develop this. We have developed an endowment fund for the organization to support future sustainability. And we're really out there, again, as I mentioned before, making sure that everybody knows who we are. You know, our goal is to be around as long as our families need us and to be able to fulfill their needs. And that's, you know, very mission driven. That's what's most important to us, is supporting our families.
So I know over the years, Cox and Teddy Bear have had a great partnership. You all are an organization that our employees feel very strongly about. Can you tell us a little bit about how that partnership has gone on through the years and what's been included?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Cox has been a huge supporter of us. I mean, not only have we had really, you know, hands-on support from employees and their families, helping to wrap Christmas presents, volunteering at our events, attending our fundraising events. You know, we've had different members that have spoken, you know, on our behalf. We've had
Members who've been, employees have been on our committees for our events as well.
Yeah.
We've had, you know, a family member within Cox Communications that's been really an amazing spokesperson for us, and you know, we really look forward to continuing an enduring partnership. It's going on now, I believe, since about 2006.
That's great.
Yeah.
And as we wrap up, tell our viewers how they can get more involved.
Well, as I mentioned, we always have room for volunteers, and it's the type of work that, one thing I want to just say as a board member, we have a very passionate board, and being a board member, we're very hands-on, so it really fills our emotional tanks. And I think for people who might be fearful or not know, you know, who we are, what we do, come in and stuff bags, or, you know, just help us in any way that you can. You will walk away feeling that you've helped a family that you don't even know, but you've done something so great for people within the Tri-Counties, and you've done something great to continue our good name in this community. So there's lots of volunteer opportunities to, you know, for people to become better acquainted with who we are. There's millions of ways you can come and partner with us.
That's great. Well, thank you both for being here today.
Thank you.
And sharing with us about Teddy Bear Cancer Foundation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. Until next time, this is Community Connection.